All right, y'all. So Stacey Dash was seen crying about Dmx'S death and empathizing with his battles with drugs in a video on social media. Stacey Dash she said that she didn't realize that DMX had passed away. And she was talking about, she admitted to being clean 6 years from doing drugs herself. I think it was cocaine, right? And, you know, people are like making jokes about her, cracking jokes on her because they're like, how you don't know this? How you didn't know that he passed away? Right now, I realize that there are times when I have not realized or that a certain celebrity has passed away. I didn't know about it, so on and so forth. I'm like, wow, this person passed away. I didn't even know about it. And even sometimes where I'm not even sure if a certain celebrity is still alive or not, right? But this is shocking because her and DMX allegedly kind of had a rapport with one another, right? I think DMX even alluded to it in previous interviews before where he had a rapport with her in some type of way. So that's why it's so shocking to hear that she didn't know that he passed away. It's also shocking because DMX, his death was highly publicized. It was highly publicized. It was everywhere, right? And again, it was almost everywhere when he first died 17 months ago, because he passed away like 17 months ago. And everybody was talking about it. It made a lot of different headlines because DMX was not only in the rap industry, in the hip hop industry, he was in the entertainment world as far, not entertainment, but movie industry, the film industry. Right? So with that being said, with how publicized his death was, I understand people making jokes about her starring in a show called Clueless. And I understand people making jokes saying, wait until she finds out that Donald Trump isn't president anymore, right? Because it's like she had been living under a rock like Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants TV show. It's like she been living under a rock like Patrick, for real, because it's like almost everybody and their mama that is really of age, who was either close to DMX's age or even younger, knew that he passed away. So it's like, dang, how didn't she hear about this, right? But to me, man, Stacey Dash not being aware of DMX's passing shows how disconnected she is from the black community and black culture in itself. Even though Stacey Dash is half black, Stacey Dash really ain't really been black. She ain't really connected to her black side since she started in Mo Money alongside Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans, honestly, right? And this is the thing, because some people are like, well, a lot of famous people live in their own bubble, which is very true. But you can live in your own bubble and still be connected to the world that you live in and connected to the world that is also associated with your people. Now, I understand she's half black, she's not fully black or whatever, but at any juncture, man, she was, at some point in her career, she was connected to certain things within black culture, black films, black TV shows, and even black magazines, right? So it's kind of just like, wow, like you really didn't know about it. It's really like, wow, it shows how disconnected that she is or that she has become, right? Now, I have been hearing that she was in an abusive marriage at the time that DMX passed away. So if that's the case, that could have very well taken her focus off of the entertainment news completely, you know, because she had certain other things that she was dealing with personally in her life. But I think the dramatic and the sad music playing in the background in the video where she's crying about DMX's death has people believing that she made this video for clout. She made this video for attention. It was attention seeking at its finest. Some people really feel like that or believe that because of the music and so on and so forth in the background and all of that, right? And some people feel like this may have been an attempt for her to get back in the good graces of the black community that she shamed for a while, leading up to the points of the presidential election of 2016, right? Leading up to the 2016 election, she had made certain remarks about the black community, about certain black things within our culture, so on and so forth, like Black History Month and all that type of stuff. But people are like, hold on, man, what's she talking about? Why is she saying certain stuff like this, right? And so people feel like, you know what? She maybe remembered the backlash that she got from that, and maybe this is an attempt to try to get black folks back connected to her in some type of way. Or it could have been just that she was just empathizing with drug use because she was a drug addict herself at one point, right? But nonetheless, man, I'm going to say this. Stacey Dash was never aware nor socially conscious about black society in America, right? But she starred in things within black culture to gain or maintain popularity, right? Starring in Mo Money with Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans, starring in Kanye West's All Falls Down video. She was in Carl Thomas's Emotional video. She was on front of King magazine and all this type of stuff. So she was starring and in black things. She was starring in things within black culture to gain relevancy or remain relevant, because Mo Money was really like the big thing that kind of introduced Stacey Dash to the black community, right? She was in things before that, but Mo Money, I think Mo Money came out of like 93 or something like that, 92, 93, something like that. That was really her introduction to Black American society. And then she went on to do other things that was outside of the black culture. But then I think when certain things, she would do certain things to kind of keep her relevancy within black culture. Like, again, being in Kanye's All Falls Down video. And I'm assuming that Kanye, of course, reached out to her, but she could have turned it down. But she accepted it. She was in Carl Thomas' Emotional video. She did the King Magazine magazine shoot or whatever. So King Magazine photo shoot. So I think it was her trying to remain relevant in that way. So, you know, but again, I feel like outside of those things, outside of using the black community as a vehicle to remain relevant or gain relevancy in some type of ways, Stacey was never connected to black culture. She wasn't really connected or socially conscious about black society at all. I don't think so. And because I think she is, now, and again, don't get mad at me when I say this, I think she is the child, her black parent is an immigrant. And we know a lot of times when black immigrants come to this country, they try to disassociate themselves from everything everything connected to black Americans, because they start to assimilate to the beliefs of the dominant society in America, white America, and they start to look at black society as degeneracy. And so they start to attach themselves to everything outside of the black community, white American culture, right? They just start to assimilate to those beliefs more. So it could have been, what's the word I'm looking for? It could have been engineered in her, through her, even her black immigrant parent, right? So that very well could have been the case. But furthermore, man, people just find it hard to believe that she didn't know that Dmx'S death occurred, because his last days and his death was in the news cycle so much. It hit it so strongly. It's like, how could you not know about it? And then her own cousin, this is the thing, her own cousin, Damon Dash, a lot of people may not know that Dame Dash is her cousin. Dame called her out for continuously throwing the black community under the bus, and even called her out. She said she's been doing some raccoon activities, right? Y'all know what I mean when I say raccoon activities. You know, take the rack off of there. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So he called her out in that sense, you know, but here's the main point, man. Stacey has always had her head underwater concerning anything within the black community until she saw an opportunity to remain relevant or gain relevancy. And the fact of the matter is, you can't hear news on land when your head is underwater. When you're underwater, you can't hear the news that's on land at all. And that's the point, man. Also, man, did y'all see Stacey Dash in that video? Like, what is going on with her skin? She look like a white woman. She looks white. She's the lightest she's ever been in her life. It looks like she's under that, you know, using that skin lightening cream that a lot of, you know, I see a lot of black immigrants in other countries, not black immigrants, a lot of black folks in other countries, you know, using all these different skin lightening creams to try to make themselves appear lighter, right? Even, I think, forgive me if I'm wrong. I haven't fact checked this yet, but I believe it was Vybz Kartel, who, like the Jamaican artist Vybz Kartel, was trying to have some skin lightening, getting him super, super light. You got people in the Dominican Republic trying to lighten their skin all the time, i.e. Sammy Sosa, out here looking like the damn Pink Panther, looking like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol by his skin, because Sammy was blacker than me. Now Sammy look like this. Sammy is this color now, right? So we know a lot of black folks in other regions of the world are shunned for their black skin, so they start to try to put on different skin lightening creams in order to appear white. And so Stacey Dash seems to be doing the same thing. So it's like, what the hell is Stacey on? Because Stacey ain't never looked like this. And it's almost like, damn, whoever doing her skin, and they did a good job, because it looks like, it don't even look like it's just a whole bunch of dye on her like it's pink. It looked like she was naturally like looked like she was naturally a white woman or something. Like, golly. In all sense, it's still terrible, because why are you lightening your skin to try to be something that you're not? But it's like, oh, wow. It looked like if you looked at her, you would think this was just a white woman. Her skin always looked like this. You would think her skin always looked like that. When in fact, Stacey was my color and even a tad bit darker. So it's like, what is going on, man? Stacey is out here under that act too. She under her Sammy Sosa act. Got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson type of thing. So it's ironic she was in Kanye's video for All Falls Down, right? But it's just like, yeah, man. Stacey has always had her head underwater concerning anything within the black community. Until she saw a way to be relevant. And so she probably used that as a vehicle to success. And then she like, I'm going to hop off this black train because, hey, man, those black people are full of degeneracy. I don't want to be associated with them. I'm going to go do something else. And there's nothing wrong with doing things outside of just black movies or nothing like that. It's the point of how she was so staunch in certain stances against the black community and certain things that she was saying. So it's like, man, she never really identified with us at all. And you can see it through her personal life. You can see it, right? So, yeah, man. So again, she used like a lot of black stuff within a lot of black entertainment as her vehicle to success and to try to remain relevant. Sort of, not all the way like Jennifer Lopez did, because Jennifer Lopez did it to a higher degree, much higher degree, right? Getting on there with Ja Rule, associating herself with Diddy, connecting with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti to make hip hop and R&B type hits, having Ashanti vocals on her songs, so on and so forth. Jennifer Lopez did it in a whole nother way, but Stacey Dash nonetheless still enacted that, right? And again, when you're underwater, you got your head underwater concerning stuff within the black community, you can't hear news on land when your head is underwater. You can't hear the news. So that may be why she didn't know about Dmx'S passing, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Share the video as well. Machiavelli News TV. I'm out. Peace.